In the heart of the Catholic Church, the selection of cardinals is a sacred tradition, shaping the future of a global faith. Under Pope Francis, many influential prelates were overlooked for the red hat, instead choosing bishops from the peripheries of the globe. Now, with the dawn of Pope Leo XIV's papacy, a new chapter begins. Who among the Church's most prominent leaders will rise to the rank of cardinal? In this video, we explore 10 Catholic prelates, bypassed by Pope Francis, who could be poised to shape the Church's future under Pope Leo XIV. Number 10. Pope Francis bypassed Archbishop José Gómez of Los Angeles for a cardinal appointment, notably in 2022 when he chose Bishop Robert McElroy of San Diego. Despite Gómez leading the U.S.'s largest diocese, with over 5 million Catholics, and serving as U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops president, his conservative views, tied to Opus Dei and focus on culture war issues like abortion, may have clashed with Francis's overarching vision. Gómez's strong credentials, immigration advocacy, theological expertise, and leadership of a major diocese make him a compelling candidate. We may likely see him elevated to the college during the next consistory, depending on how Leo XIV chooses his cardinals. Number 9. Mario Delpini, the Archbishop of Milan since July 2017, has not been elevated to the rank of cardinal, despite the historical precedent of Milan's archbishops typically receiving the cardinal's red hat since the late 19th century. Delpini himself humorously suggested that Francis, a Jesuit, might have inscrutable reasons, noting, "Not even the Eternal Father knows what the Jesuits are thinking." He also speculated that the Pope might believe the Archbishop of Milan already has plenty to do, implying Milan's prominence might not necessitate a cardinal's title. Additionally, Delpini would be the second living cardinal from Milan, as Cardinal Angelo Scola is still alive. Number 8. Laurent Ulrich, the Archbishop of Paris since 2022, was passed over in a number of consistories, despite leading a large and historically significant archdiocese. Ulrich has served as a bishop since 2000, first as Archbishop of Chambéry, then as Archbishop of Lille, and now as Archbishop of Paris. His 25 years of episcopal leadership across 3 dioceses demonstrate significant administrative and pastoral expertise. His successful management of the Notre Dame restoration, culminating in its reopening in December 2024, highlights his ability to handle high-profile projects with global attention. Time will tell if Pope Leo XIV values these qualities during the next consistory. Number 7. Anthony Fisher, the Archbishop of Sydney, Australia since 2014, is also yet to receive a red hat, despite leading a major archdiocese. Fisher is a globally recognized bioethicist and moral theologian, with publications like Catholic Bioethics for a New Millennium. His expertise is valuable for addressing contemporary ethical challenges, such as euthanasia, vaccine ethics, and family issues. Fisher is a strong follower of the writings of Thomas Aquinas, and his Dominican background emphasizes preaching and scholarship. Fisher's recovery from Guillain-Barré syndrome in 2015 reflects his personal faith and resilience, qualities valuable for a cardinal. Number 6. Cesare Nosiglia, the Archbishop Emeritus of Turin, has never been elevated to the College of Cardinals, despite his otherwise prominent roles. The Archdiocese of Turin, where Nosiglia served as Archbishop from 2010 to 2022, is a significant see in Italy, and its archbishops have often been made cardinals historically. Nosiglia had a distinguished career, serving as Auxiliary Bishop of Rome, Vicegerent of Rome, Bishop of Vicenza, and Archbishop of Turin. His long service in Rome gave him deep familiarity with the Vatican's operations, a valuable asset for a cardinal. Additionally, Nosiglia was the custodian of the Shroud of Turin and oversaw its public exhibitions, demonstrating his ability to manage high-profile religious events. Number 5. Charles Chaput, the Archbishop Emeritus of Philadelphia, was bypassed for the cardinalate, breaking a nearly century-long tradition where his predecessors in Philadelphia were elevated to the College of Cardinals. The most likely reason that Chaput isn't a cardinal is likely due to the deep disagreements he held with Pope Francis. He is widely regarded as a theological conservative, emphasizing doctrinal orthodoxy, traditional moral teachings, and a strong stance on issues like abortion and same-sex marriage. His outspokenness, including calling out ambiguity in Francis's teachings and leadership style, could have diminished his chances for elevation. Number 4. Francesco Maraglia, the Patriarch of Venice since 2012, has also not been elevated to the rank of cardinal. Historically, the Patriarch of Venice was often made a cardinal, as the position is one of the most prestigious in the Catholic Church, with 3 20th-century patriarchs becoming popes: Pius X, John XXIII, and John Paul I. Maraglia is in intellectual alignment with Benedict XVI's emphasis on doctrinal clarity and liturgical reverence. Maraglia also restructured the Venice Patriarchate by organizing 128 parishes into 40 pastoral alliances to foster collaboration and geographic accessibility. Number 3. Sviatoslav Shevchuk, the major archbishop and head of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church, was famously bypassed for the cardinalate, as Pope Francis chose his subordinate instead. There have been reported tensions between Shevchuk and Pope Francis, particularly over the Pope's rhetoric regarding the Ukraine-Russia war. Shevchuk has been vocal in urging stronger solidarity with Ukraine, while some Ukrainians have found Pope Francis insufficiently supportive. Shevchuk is the patriarch of 5 million Ukrainian Catholics worldwide. He's the youngest patriarch in Ukrainian church history, has a doctorate in theology from the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, and speaks 8 languages. Number 2. Marcel Utembi Tapa has been the Archbishop of Kisangani in the Democratic Republic of Congo since 2008. While Pope Francis elevated cardinals in places like Cape Verde and Mali, he bypassed many major African prelates who oversee large dioceses. Africa now has about as many Catholics as Europe, but less than half the cardinals. Archbishop Utembi Tapa likely oversees as many Catholics as the Archbishop of Paris. As president of the National Episcopal Conference of the Congo, Utembi Tapa has played a critical role in guiding the Catholic Church in the DRC, which now has over 50 million Catholic faithful around the country. Number 1. Salvatore Fisichella, the titular Archbishop of Vicenza since 2008, has to be the most prominent prelate in the Vatican that has not been named a cardinal. Fisichella is a distinguished theologian, specializing in fundamental theology. He taught at the Pontifical Gregorian University for 20 years and served as rector of the Pontifical Lateran University. He was the first president of the Pontifical Council for the Promotion of the New Evangelization and is the current pro-prefect of the Dicastery for Evangelization, alongside Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagli. He's also served as Auxiliary Bishop of Rome, chaplain to the Italian Parliament, and is in charge of the 2025 Jubilee celebrations. So now we wait and see whether or not Pope Leo XIV will follow in the footsteps of Pope Francis and focus on creating cardinals from the peripheries, or if he will take the more traditional route and choose cardinals from historic dioceses within Europe and elsewhere.